Bruins and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got it.
2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
We go. 60 or.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Go! We got 3, fellas, we got 3. No.
Now they try the right side here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Accelerating, and off he goes. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 65 yards on the ground. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Houston.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is alive. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Coming this way, here we go. Check 24, check 24. Switch.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready? 56. Check 56. It's a party now. Yeah, it's a party now. Say. Shoot.
Now they try the right side here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Caught here by Griffin. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the run.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Mike 50. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the twist. Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
70, Indy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they give this time to the tailback. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Woo! Let's get it.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You got nothing in there. You got nothing.
Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
56. Here we go. 56 the mic.
From the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Hey. That's the pass. Joker.
Now they try the right side here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And a huge play that time. 48 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff working right. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now, under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Jackson going to throw again. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Jackson operating from the gun. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. In this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Shrugs off another. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They'll look to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they bring out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Check 13. Check 13.
And they give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and now some space to operate. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a bit closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. This time, Jackson will throw it. On the crossing route, complete. That's Griffin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Point after try forthcoming. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Celtic Tigers 33, Texans
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Here's Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Texans on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check. Crunch.
Check 50.
Hey!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got 4.
First down, Houston.
Go. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Get wide. Mike's by 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff looking right. There's a nice move. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the others.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. The extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We've been witnessing a tale of two halves, really. Total domination on one side and half one. And now things have flipped, and after that last touchdown, it's a 2-score game.
And now their offense isn't just attacking the defense. They're actually attacking the other offense because they are rolling on the other side of the ball right now. They've got to calm it down. They've got to take control and find a way to put this game away.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Let's go, defense.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's going to be caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. Now Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now it's Jackson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's now fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. To throw is Jackson. He'll fire a desperation throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and